Chat, I'm alive. And I'm here. I know you missed me. Okay. Hi, howdy. It's crack-a-lacking, boys and girls. Can we angle this up a little bit so you can see my head? Yes. What's up, chat? Oh my god. I'm dying. Do you guys like my PBS shirt? It's pretty hot. I know. You don't have to tell me. Boys, we're playing lo-fi Christmas music. Is that okay with everyone? Is it too early? Are we supposed to wait till after Thanksgiving? That's okay. It doesn't matter. We're doing it anyways. But what is crack-a-lackin'? Welcome to stream. We have a cool list today that we're gonna talk about in just a moment. But we're just hanging out for a second. I'm trying to stay alive, sweaty as normal. Well, what's crack-a-lackin', boys? What's going on? Why are these all so gross? Let's publish these. Okay. That's good. That's cool. Our music keeps cutting out for some reason. We're not dropping frames, but our music is being a little odd today. Chat, now I feel like I'm too low. Oh, hello. Yo, Plum needs to shave. Okay. Hi. Chat, what's going on, boys? We just did that. Starred lands. Hold on, wait. We also have to do so much stuff to do, chat. Fire mayor occupation. That's cool. That's very cool. Ha ha ha. All right. Boys and girls, girls and boys. Risen Reef Titania combo. I forget what Titania does. Whenever land you control is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, you get an elemental. That's kind of hot, chat. Who is this by? QQZ. Chat, this deck's kind of cool. Do we have it? We're missing something. Oh, I don't think we have Titanias. Because those don't come out yet, right? We don't have all the Nisses either. Interesting. I like this a lot, actually. How do I copy? Oh, chat, we're gonna get in the festive spirit. This list is sick. Chat, we really need Urza Saga, don't we? What is this? We didn't like that deck, did we? I don't think so. Okay, chat. Let's talk turkey. We'll talk about upheaval. Okay, so first deck today is Mono Blue Upheaval, which is a ported list from an old Aspiring Spike deck, I believe. And I guess we'll just talk namesake card first. So Upheaval is a 6-mana sorcery, returns all permanents to their owner's hands. Everything, including lands. So basically, we're using this to reset the game. But it is symmetrical. We bounce all our stuff too. So in order to get ahead of our opponent, once we do that, we need a way to generate a lot of mana very quickly so that we can build our board either the same turn or much faster than our opponent can rebuild their board. So in order to do that, we are playing 12 Signets, which are 2-mana artifacts that tap for a colorless, and then they tap for their designated guild's color combo. So Azorius for blue-white, Dimir for blue-black, and so on. So we're playing 12 of these because we also have Omen Hawker and Enigma Jewel. Now these two they're like soul rings on a body or an artifact that can only use their mana for activate abilities. However, if we have, you know, a turn 1 Enigma Jewel into a turn 2 Signet, we can immediately turn this mana into 2 mana, which lets us chain multiple Signets together on 2, which then can filter this activated ability mana into regular old usable mana for whatever we want. Now, along with that, because these are used for activated abilities and they're like really good mana dorks, we're also playing Nimble Obstructionist and Shark Typhoon because it's very easy to cast this for a decent sized shark, or I should say cycle this for a decent sized shark off of the jewels plus a Signet or an Omen Hawker, and then same idea, if you go turn 1 Hawker or Jewel, you have access to the cycle ability on Nimble Obstructionist by turn 2. This is also just a decent 3/1 flying on a body, and then obviously if we're ramping this hard off of Jewel and Hawker, with the Signets, we can also hard cast Shark Typhoon. I think I did it on turn 3 the other day, which was pretty fun. So along with these, because Enigma Jewel is also just a 1-mana artifact, I'm playing a couple Tezzeret. The modern version played Urza Saga, which not having Urza Saga is definitely a big hit to this list. But we can tutor up Jewel, and then we can also grab a Spellbomb and a Manifold Key. Manifold Key is cool because it does some okay things with like Jewel and Hawker. You can filter their mana into this. Target creature can't be blocked, which is nice. But the best part is it untaps Signets off of this mana, and then it can also untap the One Ring, which is our main card draw engine. Tezzeret also plays well with that, allows us to double draw in a single turn, and the One Ring staves off a lot of aggro decks. If we can get it out on turn 3 or 4, it can buy us quite a bit of time. And then finally, another sort of win con, I guess, is Urza, Lord High Artificer. Legendary creature 1/4. When it enters, you get a 0/0 golem. Gets power and toughness for each artifact you control, and then you can tap an untapped artifact you control to add blue. So that turns these signets into just plain old mana rocks if we need it. But the main thing is the 5 mana, shuffle your library, exile top card, and cast it for free, which is really good once you get going, especially if you have a Shark Typhoon and just a bunch of mana to work with. You can start spinning Urza, 2 or 3 times a turn, and just dumping rings or upheavals and resetting and just so on and so forth. In terms of the mana base, like I said, not having Urza Saga is probably the biggest hindrance. What's up, Brave? I'm trying to give us mana sinks because there's a lot of times where you'll draw like this front half of the deck and then suddenly you're just sitting there. So I thought Secluded Starforge to pump out robots, and then in the late game I've been able to like tap 6 signets and give like a 2/2 shark +6/+0, which has been pretty sweet. And then I also decided to add 4 Waterlord Grove just as something to try and keep us drawing cards. I'm not sure what else to play besides these. I mean, there's a couple other lands that draw or seek cards, but I don't really want to play tapped lands. We could play cycle lands, but I think it's better to have something we can, do repeatedly in the late game with these. So it's been tough. We'll see how that plays. And we'll probably make some changes to this main deck as we go. But that's the main deck. And then in terms of the sideboard, we're playing 4 Consigned to Memory because we hate Eldrazi. A couple Pithy Needle, a Shadow Spear, Expedition Map, Soul Guide Lantern. These are all tutorable off of Tezzeret. Needle just for generic activate abilities. Shadow Spear has been pretty good if we can snag it and like throw it on an Obstructionist or a Tezzeret alt animated artifact or things like that. We are playing Expedition Map because I found that being able to, tutor a map with Tez and then use map to go get an Odawara or a Waterlord Grove or like a Starforge has been pretty sweet as some interaction. And then same thing, like finding us some extra card draw and stuff. But we're also playing a single Mistrise Village in the sideboard against control, along with a Gemstones Caverns, so that we can keep up with aggressive decks or decks that are trying to outvalue us if we go onto the draw. So we can side in both of these, and same thing, tutor Mistrise off of map. Soul Guide's just our graveyard, hate of choice, same thing, tutor off Tezzeret. And then we're playing 3 Unable to Scream. I don't think our aggro matchup is fun, so we might have to like, I was thinking about maybe splashing another color. We could like dabble into red maybe and play Pyroclasms and some other stuff. So we'll probably see as we go, but this deck might need some updates. But I thought we start with a pretty, true to modern port, and then we'll probably see how we do from there. Hey, Brave. Sorry, we're doing a little deck. I've seen some other people play upheaval decks, but in some very different versions. So this is the list we're starting with, but I've seen other people play like a Cascading Cataract build, which I think is interesting because you can play this with like Sunken Citadel and then also Jewel and Hawker and like fire up 5 mana super fast into like Golos. Which I think is kind of hot. It's also possible Nimble Obstructionist should just be like Mearshell Crab, right? Whoa, I can't spell. Oh, this is target spell or ability. Should we just be playing this over Obstructionist? Discard counter spell or ability unless this controller plays 3. It's also a 5/7. This also draws us a card. I don't know. Let's start with this, and then we'll see how we do. I do like the idea of playing red and playing Pyroclasms. Do we have the... Is it... What's the... Is it... We do have Fiery Islet. Violet? We can do something like that. And then we could play an extra Signet over like the Dimir one. I don't know. Let's run it back. Let's run it, and then if we want to mess around with it, we'll mess around with it. But there's a lot of other versions of this deck I think we could play with. Because adding Golo seems sick. Doesn't it? I also saw someone play Trophy Mage. And they were playing like Cryptid Coat and a bunch of other interesting stuff. Yeah, it does. What's the Isn't there a... Is this... I know I said we need a mana sink. I kind of like Vault over Starforge. Is that crazy? Lets us look stuff, and then if we I feel like that's pretty good. And then this guy was playing Trophy Mage with like a whole, like, we need Urza Saga. Are we getting Urza Saga? I forget. All right, let's just try it out, and if we do horrible, we'll switch it around and we'll go from it. But I'm sure aggro will just destroy us. But yeah, it does seem like we want to be playing... Obviously, we don't have like Force Negation and stuff. But having access to like Sunken Citadel to power up Cascading Cataract seems super sick. I'm just looking at like a bunch of different versions of this deck. I've seen some people play a few. What is this one? Is this just the generic? God, if we had Academy Ruins too, we could play Mindslaver. All right, game one. I like this hand. Lets us turn 2 double Signet. New apartment's all right. I think my kitchen's mostly set up, and like I just organized my whole closet. So we're doing okay. My bedroom has like literally my desk and my bed in it. That's it. So we'll see, but so far so good. Do we like the lo-fi Christmas tunes? Is it too early? It's not even Thanksgiving yet. Yeah. All right, chat. So we got our turn 1 Hawker destroyed. That's no fun. This is the exact kind of deck that I'm worried about. I think Wizards is just too quick for us. We do find a blue source, which is nice. You hate people who put Christmas on. You know what, Prave? For you. Okay, I'll change it back. I'm sorry. I thought we'd get in the festive spirit. We'll put on the beats. My music's been like skipping out a bunch. But we're not dropping any frames, so it's not really my internet. We're just like messing around. Do we just want to Urza? Probably. But yeah, it's all right. Hopefully I can get everything up and finished and like settled by this weekend. Today's what, Thursday? Dude, it's already Thursday. Jesus Christ. All right, looks like we're gonna get our Urza double spelled here. Dude, why is the music just cutting out so much? Crazy. We did Smash for 3. Cool. Love to see it. We find another signet. So let's signet here. Do I even know what Dritch does? You know, throw that in the chat. Exclamation point card. What am I getting here? A spellbomb? I don't. Maybe are you talking Visidrix? That was a joke. All right. Well, we can smack for 5. We might just be dead next turn, but that's pretty decent. Alchemy card that just counters when artifacts enters. Oh. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I feel like it could be pretty good. We're making it. I mean, we're not spamming the board, but we do make quite a few. What am I doing here? I think we're tapping this and making a couple mana, and I think we're gonna vault. And grab the ring. That was very good for us. We can swing for 6 here. Okay, so Fomori Vault might be what we wanted, Chad. That card's kind of nutty. We're gonna untap this. Fomori Vault. I mean, we could have found an upheaval there, but I could see Dritch Interlacer as a tutor target. Dude, Fomori Vault's kind of fire. Just having access to the ability to just like... He's gonna blow it up. Chat. Chat. He's blowing our shit up. I wouldn't mind a version of this that tries to go... We just really need Urza Saga. That's our problem. We really need an Urza Saga. But Cascading Cataracts is also such a cool idea. This guy's only playing 9 signets. I ordered pizza and it sucks. Prave, I'm so sorry. Usually bad pizza is still like pretty good pizza. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Where'd you order it from? Your mom's house? I'm sorry, that was mean. Oh, all right, he's gonna kill our Urza. What are we getting? We're getting shantied. All right, chat. Let's draw a card. An Odawara doesn't do too much for us. We might be dead here, chat. Nimble Obstructionist plus Shark Typhoon. We can only block one thing. Or I'm sorry, we can only bounce one thing. I think he's got us. Because then we're gonna take the damage off the ring. Y'all have Romero's Pizza. We don't. I'm so sorry. Do you hate me? Okay, I think we're just trying to bring in a couple of lanterns, a shadow spear, and some unable to streams. I don't think Manifold Key is really doing anything. Spellbomb's like okay. I don't think we need both. I want to keep the jewels, but we'll probably cut a Hawker and an Obstructionist. Maybe go down like one Signet. Honestly, Upheaval's probably not that great here either. But no, we don't have Romero's. I'm sorry. Do you hate me? I'm like still a little sick, Jet. Boom, 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 doom, 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 boom, boom. All right, game 2. Let's try it out. I don't think unable to Romeo. No. You guys remember Lil Romeo? Remember that guy? But no, we don't. Is it usually good? Or is it just like a generic chain? Or you gotta give me the deets. Got it. Alright, chat. This was a better start. We can play Shark Typhoon next turn, which is interesting. There's a chance we just get like obliterated, but I actually think I just want to make a giant shark. We can do it. We have what, 7 mana? So we can make a 5/5 shark. Jesus. And we get to draw. That's pretty good. Chain feats I like. Ooh, Urza off the top's hot. Oh my god, and we spin into the ring? Jesus. Alright, chat, apparently we can be pretty explosive. Gross. Only Pizza tried and Lucha and went and picked up a bunch of high schoolers for smoking and throwing things to the kitchen. Maybe that's why. It's certainly possible. Alright, so we can do some silly stuff here. Opponent just tapped out. Refilled their hand, but tapped out. We might want to keep up this Odawara, to be honest. Or we spin the wheel. I think we're just going to hold up Odawara. Wow, we had a fast start. You think they're playing Meltdown? Play with fire. Puts us down to whatever. There's also a chance we just want to be playing like if we're going to play Omen Hawker and Jewel, having like, is it crazy to play like 4 Odawara? That is kind of crazy. 2 is definitely good, but you can fire up. More people should play Meltdown, but they never do. I mean, he's still dead to our Shark, but a Meltdown on 2 would hurt. Plays an Islet. Is lit? Islet? Who's lit? I'm lit. Play with fire again. Ow. So you gonna swing at us? I hope he plays one more red source. Or one more red spell. Beautiful. Oh my god, does he have like consigned memory? Or no, that's trigger abilities, right? We're doing better against them than I thought. We were able to... I mean, spinning Urza into a ring is pretty crazy. We might just use our mana and draw a card here. Just because we can. A second vault is sweet. Swing both. In case he has a bounce spell, and then whatever. Cool. Very cool, chat. We can do some crazy stuff. Let's bring in another Screamer. And then let's bring in the Gemstone Caverns. Actually, do I want... I don't know if Scream's that good. I guess so. I don't know. I'm sorry your pizza sucks. You should have went back there and did it yourself. Chat, I think I have to do a review thing for Avatar. Wild idea on how to change. Wild idea, all basic lands get cycle 4. I feel like that would I feel like that would make aggro decks kind of nutty, huh? Chat, is this too slow? I'm gonna keep it. Might be too slow. But we do have Unable to Scream for his Soulstar Mage. Would aggro decks get a big buff from that? Cause yeah, but then like I guess control can, I don't know, that's spicy. Helps flooding, yeah. You're not wrong. But then that like inherently allows you to do some stupid stuff. Like me and my Enigma Jewels and Omen Hawkers, I can just play basics and suddenly draw way more cards. But I guess that's okay if you're playing basics and then... I don't know, Prave. That's kind of interesting. I like where you're going with it. If I play this Signet... No, we're just going to play this one. Okay, so next turn, we can equip. Well, we'll see if he has Flame of Anor. If he has Flame of Anor, but I also don't mind him taking a second to blow up a Shadow Spear instead of our guy, but... What do other games do to hedge, like you get, like, the extra thing in Hearthstone, or, like... I guess they've tried to done that a little bit in Alchemy with, like, if you go first or second cards. But I haven't played a lot of other TCGs. Modern games. Yeah. Okay, so he has Flame of Noreen, but he decides to blow up... the Urza. Which makes me feel like he might have second Flame in hand. But either way, I think we have to try and equip this spear and... smack. Plus we have double vault here, so... let's just let him do his thing. We find land, so let's draw... Signet. Signet. Equip, so now we have a 6/6. Still dies to flame, but we get to go back to 20 here. And then we have Vault plus Fiery Islet. Cool. Okay. We're chilling for a second, chat. We're chilling for a second. Hopefully a Fomori could find us like a ring. Discarded, gain a mana of that color. Another popular game just puts fetching on everything. Oh, if he takes a turn to just double lightning our guy, I'm happy with that too. Fetching on everything basically in lands just kind of suck. Huh. I'm not a big game design guy, but... yeah, I don't know. I think, like, interesting that he... why wouldn't he just... Flame of Anor to blow up my artifact? He's surgically unable to scream. What is happening? Wouldn't you want to take my Urza? Chat, the Wizards player doesn't know what they're doing. It's okay. But geez. Alright, let's find like... okay, that works for me. I'll take second Urza. And then we can, I can still draw a card off the islet here. They are trying their best. Fomori Vault feels like a great addition. I'm happy we threw that in there over the Star Forges. Alright, so they just have a whole hand of creatures. So if they fire off a spell, ow. But also, I would love to get an upheaval. Oh. Oops. I didn't want to. Okay, that works. Second one. Sick. Swing for 7. We're just gonna play the second one. Keep the original, but we'll make another body. Alright, we're at 23. We will take... I mean, if they double spell... if it's like double Wizard's Lightning, that hurts. Every deck gets Evolving Wilds in the Companion Zone, and we make the Companion cost 2. So they have to pay 2 to put it into their hand, and then It enters tapped. Just give everyone a basic in the... Alright, so here's... I guess... Oh, chat. I'm not paying attention. We should have equipped the Shadow Spear to the other robot. But that's my bad. So we take at least 9. He has 1 more mana. We can start spinning the wheel. Now I really want to try a version with Golos. Oh, chat, don't we love Zhao the Moonslayer? That card's so sick. Do we even talk about this? 2 mana, 2/2 menace, non-basic lands enter tap. 7 mana, put a counter. If he has a counter, non-basic lands are mountains. He's doing a shanty. That bad boy. I'm into it. God, my dream of mono red hate bears is becoming a reality. All right, chat, we're taking a big ass hit here. Opponent is a very slow Wizards player. They can't really swing all or else they die. And we have Vault next turn. Alright, so he decides to swing just... six? Okay, going for 13. Takes us down to 10. Is he... He's just dead. I don't know why he swung like that. Chat, we just beat Wizards. It wasn't the best Wizards player, but not bad. That was a very long game. Jesus. Why do I have 27 messages? Ba-ba-na. All right, chat. Look at us. 1-0, baby. What did we learn from that game? Fomori Vault's kind of fire. And I guess if we can keep like an explosive ramp hand, like Mana Dork on 1 into like double Signet or something, with Urza or like a Ring on 3, it's pretty hot. So I think we just have to be very particular with our mulligans. The real smelly bread. Hello, real smelly bread. All right, into game 2. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's not really doing anything fun. Jesus. Okay, chat, we should have kept the first one. My bad. My bad, boys. We're mulliganing. Okay. Jesus. I think, well, I'd rather have the Ring over the Urza, right? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, and we're against Eldrazi. Fuck me. Jesus. Not good. We're gonna get like turn 2 thought not seared. What were we? We were on Wizards. Okay. Chat, we drew second Signet, which makes this way better. That lets us ring plus draw next turn. I mean, if we can get off an upheaval, we kind of just like blow them out of the water, right? In my opinion. So maybe we gotta lean heavy into those. 3 mana Flash Raker, maybe. We're just hanging, boys. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some more stuff I want to do. I've been talking with a guy in Discord. Ooh, from Warrior Vault's good. And there's a lot of, I don't know if you've seen Chakra Meditation. 3 mana, when it enters, you return an instant sorcery from your graveyard to your hand, and then whenever you cast an instant sorcery, draw a card, then discard unless there are 3 or more lessons. You can copy that with Estra Invitations every turn, which lets you Orum's Chance people and lock them out of the game, unless they have instant speed interaction. You can also play it with Oracle of the Alpha. Oh, chat, we are just doing all sorts of stuff here, huh? We actually might just Nimble Obstructionist. Or, I'm sorry, we might just Vault here. And try and find an upheaval. You can also, like, buy back Invoke Despair every turn. And it's already in that shell where people are playing, like, Momentum Breaker plus Invocation plus... There's just a lot of stuff you can do with it. Chalice on 2. Okay, I'm into it. This man's gonna get blown the fuck out. Ooh, we could also just flash in his and kill his Flesh Raker. Give me an upheaval. Shit. Okay, let's take another ring. See if we can find one off the top and then just play another one. All right, down to 11. Another Obstructionist. Play ring again. Do we have enough to jam an Urza too? We do. Do we have enough to do both? Play that into whatever. Or do we just want to... He's at 19. I want to see if he has enough for Devourer. Which we can Obstructionist his Devourer trigger. Forsaken Monument. I'm into it. Okay, he didn't really do anything, so let's just draw a card. On our hunt for an upheaval. That's not an upheaval. That's not an upheaval either. Jesus, chat. Let's discard a Signet. Can we find one? Jesus, chat. Okay, that's not what I wanted. We can't find one. All right, he'll Devour and we'll Obstructionist and counter the cast spell or cast trigger. Jesus Christ. Can also play in like a high noon shell. That's cool. All right, is opponent cage commanding us or? We'll see. Ugin, Eye of the Storms. Exiling that. And we have how much mana? Just 4? We're going to counter his exile trigger. I know he'll play the second one. Are we dead here? If he cast Devour and hit, does he have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 off the Ugin? Oh, he decides to gain and draw. He tried to kill us, right? Oh, he had a Labyrinth anyways. So then he snipes that and we get hit for whatever. Rip. All right, chat. We're okay. Needle. Consigns. Aether Hub. Spellbound's not doing much. Key's not doing much. Honestly, I don't know if Shark Typhoon's doing much here. It's a little slow. Obstruction is kind of relevant. We didn't do as bad as I thought we would. We just couldn't find a fucking upheaval. I feel like this matchup is find an upheaval and then kill them before they rebuild. We haven't played this much because there's also the chance that they rebuild pretty quick off their soul lands, but this guy's also playing main deck Chalice, which is tough. All right, we'll be on the play. Caverns hurting us. This hand's great. As much as I... Do we check back a land? Sure. Opponent's gonna reveal Devour, maybe. We're gonna go turn 1 Hawker. Also, a lot of fun clue makers in this set. When does Avatar come out? The 18th? That's what, Tuesday? The 18th? Yeah. Nimble Obstructionist is pretty hot. What do we name? Do we want to name anything with Needle? No. We're just going to hold up an Obstructionist trigger. He could K-command us, right? Eldrazi. Maybe into a Flesh Raker. Who knows? Yeah. All right. So, do this, pay this, float that into the ring. Not bad, chat, not bad. Don't mind me dragging this across my screen. The music's so choppy today. I apologize. It's not even our internet. I'm just... going in and out. Alright, opponent has big flash rate return. Luckily, we popped a ring there. We find an Urza. What is... Chat, these tunes are out of our mind. Let's draw a card. I would like to find another land, but we don't. Is it crazy for me to name Ujin? For now. We also could have named Labyrinth, but... Chat, why is this, Jesus. The music is horrible. It's stuttering. Chip, chop, chip. Triple Flash Raker is, ow, chat. That's an owie for sure. Oof. Chat, why is the tunes suck? Gross. Gross, gross, gross. World Breaker. That's one we didn't want to see, chat. Ow. Wow, these Flash Raiders are just doming us. Chat, we needed better, Does he have one more colorless spell? He does not. Upheaval off the top? No. Upheaval off the Urza? Spin the wheel, chat? Upheaval off the Urza? Fuck. We're dead. Okay, chat. I don't think our Eldrazi matchup is that bad, but we just didn't find anything. Us upheavaling with mana to replay things has to be better than what they're doing. But geez Louise, we got dumpstered there by our own deck. Hot. That was 2 versus blue-green Eldrazi, and we lost. All right. Chat. Match number 3. We are 1-1 so far. I'm sorry, the games are slow with this deck. I will say that. Okay, a Signet with no way to ramp it into an Urza. Do we like it? We'll try it. This is slow. For sure. Lush Oasis. The old quadruple Signet, chat. Okay. Jesus. Chat, we might go no music for a second. Because for whatever reason, it's having a heart attack. What if we played upbeat Xmas favorites? Can we do this into... No, we can't. Let's just Urza. Opponent's on 5 colors. Okay, we're just gonna pause the music. We're just gonna pause for a second. Ay, ay, ay. Ba ba da 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 da. I sailed the 7 seas on a boat named Angeline. Ow, this thing kind of hurts, huh? It's like a gutter snipe on steroids. Oh. Target creature explores and what is happening right now, chat? We're gonna lose to this deck, dude. Oh no. Oh no. We're about to get hit for 5. Jesus. Jesus. I don't even want to play that. Just gonna take us down to 7. Oh god, chat. We're just dead to a fucking holy shit. Okay, opponents just played 5 color cards in their fucking binder. Jesus. We just got stomped. Because we decided to keep a hand like that. My bad. Don't do that, chat. Don't pull a plum and play bad cards, I guess. Chat. If we lose this match, I will cry. You think I won't, but I will. All right, we're on the play. Okay, we'll try it. It's still slow, but at least we have double ring to stave off a couple turns. But Jesus. Bam, bam, ba-dum, bam. Bam, bam, ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Bloom Tender. Okay. I'm here for it. Let's just Urza. We're not getting destroyed yet. Okay, chat. We can't play this music because it's choppy as fuck. So we're gonna get rid of that. Gruul Spellbreaker. What? Chat, what's our opponent doing? Are we getting wrecked here? Are we getting shreked? Because that's what it feels like. He's playing Command Bridge? I don't even know what's happening. It's just like they picked every rare they had and decided to play them all. We're gonna draw off this. I was really hoping for another land. But, dude, just playing random stuff. I will say that we're, like, since we're facing a deck like this and struggling, it is tough when you draw that, like, wrong half of your deck. You know what I mean? Do I want to discard a card? I do. Okay, we're just drawing a bajillion rings, I guess. Give me a land. Those aren't lands. And now we're struggling, you know? If you don't have upheaval or like a way to jam all your signets out, like we'd be okay if we had an Omen Hawker here. Because then we'd be able to draw cards and we have all the mana in the world to cast what we find. But this goes to show that this deck is trying to split down the middle. You can stumble. No, we haven't even cast upheaval yet. We're playing 3 of them. It's tough. Which is why I think we might need to dive into some of the more updated builds with like Golos and stuff. I feel like we could be doing better things. He's going all in on killing my Urza. I'm here for it. Okay. You got it. Innkeeper's Talent. Is he supposed to be haste? I don't know what's going on. Maybe this guy's on playing 3D chess. We're playing checkers. And I'm surprised he didn't attack there. Do I just play another ring? I think I do. We're just going to stave off his attacks for one more turn. Next turn, we can play a bunch of signets. Arwen the Mortal Queen. Jesus. Chad, what's going on? We win against Blue-Red Wizards, but we can't beat a guy playing Perforating Artists and Wicker Folk. And not even a, like, ooh, you hate to see it. Top deck upheaval. That's the name of the game right now. I don't know why he's also not attacking with this. Wild to me. What are we doing? I don't know. We're at 11. We could play enough things to make his Spellbreaker, like, inadequate. And now they're just gone. They're gone, chat. Oh, they're back. Tell me your favorite song. Let's do this to tap this, and then we're gonna float 2 mana, and then we're gonna play this. And then we're gonna, I don't really want to tap a blue, but we're gonna cast that and play this. We're at 10, chat. Ow. And we're gonna go to this. Oh, I guess we should have filtered that mana, right? Because then we could have got a draw off the ring too. My mistake. Watch us get like board wiped here, you know? Whenever it becomes tapped, proliferate. Chat, what is our opponent fucking playing? I don't even know. Jesus. Ow. Chat, we're dying. We're literally losing to this. Oh, that's not, I will say that's kind of cool. Gets a counter on it. Jesus. Chat. We just lost to whatever that was. Oh. And that's all right. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Holy shit. Am I the worst or what? We just got dumpstered, dude. All right. On to the next one. It happens. Our deck hates us. We'll call that 5-color pile. That was a loss. We just did nothing. Chat, we're playing a different version of this after this. After we run our little gauntlet here. I think there's room to improve. We haven't even casted an upheaval. Girl, put your records out. Harry, my favorite song. Okay, I brought the tunes back. I just want to cast an upheaval. Ba 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 ba. Oh, these are my decks. Whoops. Plum album when? You know, people tell me I sing little voice stims all the time. And I never realized it till people told me. I'm always like singing my words or what is it called? Scatting? Scatman John? I'm the Scatman. Scooby-Dooby-Doo-Bop-Boo-Da-Beep. Fuck yeah. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-do. Ba-da-da-do-da-do. Da-da-da-do-da-do. Alright, chat. See, like a hand like this, I don't think we can keep. Let's try and be a little more... Okay. Well, this isn't that great either. But do I want to go to 5? Not really. Maybe this deck's just bad at mulliganing. Maybe I'm bad at mulliganing. Maybe Plum just sucks at Magic. That might be it, chat. What the hell is this? This is like 4-color rectangles, but also playing upheaval. Can we do that? Gilded Juice, Lonus, Crypto. I think Lonus might be one of my favorite cards. Steals your opponent's stuff, Simic colors, makes clues. It's just fun. Blue-black upheaval. No. Clawing Torment. You got it. Opponent, you got it. Okay, well, we did find double Signet there, so that worked out okay. We can do some funny stuff. Opponent seems to be a slow black deck, which is exactly what we want to play against, chat. That's exactly what we want to play against, those slow black decks. Girl, put those records on. We don't have any... Do we have Everflowing Chalice? I know we have Astral Cornucopia. Roaming Throne. Naming what? Phyrexian. Okay. I'm here for it. We're going to cast our Urza. And, I don't know why everything's so choppy. All right, chat. We got Urza. We can hold up obstructionist here. Which kind of sucks against this roaming throne, but what Phyrexian Priest of Gix? Maybe. Put your records on. Or nothing. I'll trade out your throne if you want. Okay, chat, we're stopping the music. Unlikely aid. You got it. Is that all he's doing? Go for the throat. In response, I think we're just going to flash this in. I'm okay with that. We take one. You got it. Second upheaval. How much mana can we... If we do this, into this, into this, into this, that gets us what? 4, 5, 6. We have exactly enough mana. I don't really want to do it yet. Doesn't feel like it's worth it. I think I just want to discard the obstructionist. Yeah, I'll take another land. Okay. I don't love that, but if we get another land after, we can upheaval plus. What is that? Whenever a creature or opponent, you gain 3 whenever. Hot. I'm into it. I'm here for it. This is a shaman, chat. You know I love me some shamans. Girl, put that record on. Hello? Opponent? Opponent is on a lot of cards. Just saying. Just saying. They're attacking us, chat. Ow. All right, boys. Land off the top. Land off the top. Land off the top. That's not a land off the top. Okay. Do we want to vault one more time? Chat, we're gonna pass. What if we just die? What if Plum just dies? What if Plum just keeps... Okay. Sure. Cool with that. This creature, you gain 3 whenever... Oh, whenever you discard a card, you gain 3. I don't know why I thought that does stupid stuff. I don't know why it drained for 3 and not gains 3. Okay. Let's vault. We definitely take the Hawker, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's go lands. Boom. Boom. We are going to pay 1 to do that. And then we'll do all this. So chat, this is where we actually cast Upheaval. Isn't it incredible? Isn't it incredible when you get to cast Upheaval? Finally. Only took us 27 million games. Okay. We didn't play a land for turn, so we can also do Omen Hawker. Oh, we can do a couple things. Let's just Omen Hawker into a Signet. We could double Signet there too, but this sets us up for 4 mana next turn. He could play his Clawing whatever again. No, chat, he killed it. No. Now he has to discard a bunch of cards. We are at 3. I mean, it's not a low number, chat. But now we are way ahead on mana. And we're just chilling like a villain, dude. Watch him like Sanguine Thirst us. Is that the card? Perforator Crocodile. Holy moly. This guy's a gamer. Alright. We're just gonna hardcast Shark Typhoon because we need to put a win condition on the field. Cool. Alright. So let's go Jewel Trigger. Watch us get like Perforator Crocodile reanimated and then we try. Opponent, what are we doing? Opponent, what are we doing? Honestly, I'm glad he killed the Omen Hawker instead of putting... Honestly, Clawing Torment would have hurt us more on an artifact. Which is funny. Do I have enough to chain these? I do. Okay. So we're chilling, chat. We're doing all right. Guys, Fomori Vault's fire. I like this card. It's definitely something we needed. We could probably fit in an Inventor's Fair too. Soul Shatter. I feel like my soul is shattered, chat. I think we're just gonna... I don't really want to fire up the ring, to be honest. I think it's just gonna hurt. So we're just gonna play an Urza. I mean, we're at 3. He could have a million things that kill us. If we can find a couple more artifacts, he's dead. But he's just gonna take a turn to do that, which is cool with me. I don't know if we want to keep spinning Vault or if we just want to fire up Urza and start casting things. I kind of want to find like a second ring. I guess we can also just hard cast another Typhoon, which is gross. And then we can still spin this. We get an Odawara. Alright, chat. Let's see if he's got Damnation or something. Black Source. 6 mana. Kill us. Go. Okay, not yet. Scrawling Crawler. That's close to killing me. Very close to killing me. And Islets. Okay, so let's Fomori. What are we looking for? I don't know. I'll take another ring, I guess. Guess he has to block too, huh? Puts him to 2. Let's draw a card. Then play other ring. Make 2 more sharks. Keep this one. And then pass back. Dead to his own ring, chat. Nice. I don't know, chat. He seems like he's just doing whatever. Maybe some unable to streams. And like a shadow spear. Maybe drop some obstructionist and like a hawker. I guess we could bring in the other gemstone, but let's just do something like that. He's just generic black cards that do stuff. But I do have to go through the avatar set and put a our little slideshow together, chat. I gotta do a little video on it. I've only done one so far. I don't think I'm very good at them. Zhao, the freaking Moonslayer. People are talking about Meteor Sword too. 7 mana when it enters, destroy target permanent. So it's target permanent. It's land destruction on a 7 mana. Yeah, I did. It's not like a set review. It's like a. I think the one I did for Spider-Man was like a brewer's review, just like cards I'm interested in and like ideas I have floating around. Because there's literally like, there's so many people who do set reviews for limited and modern and all that jazz. I don't think people necessarily need me, but mine's more like, what can you do with the cards in the set rather than how good they're going to be, if that makes sense. It does make sense, but you get it. 1 lands. We do have a hawker, but it's bad, so we're going to maul. 1 land, double signet, maul again. This hand's interesting. Let's check back the hawker and an Urza. Do I want to get rid of the obstructionist? I think so. Yeah, the OM one, I wrote an article about it too, but I did the video first, and it's just like, what can you do, you know? Like, look at this card. This is fun. Do this. But, like, look at this guy. Earth and ally, +1/+0 for each color among allies. If you play Leyline of the Guild Pack, this guy's a 5/2 for 1 mana. Should we have signated there first? If we draw another land, we could play Urza? Probably. Right? Like, ally plus Guild Pack? A 5/2 on turn 1's pretty hot. It doesn't do much, but it has no protection or anything. But that's, like, cool. But, yeah, I'll go through. I'll have to sit and read. I haven't read a lot of these cards. Oh, my gosh. Sorry for the yawn. Like, even this card's cool. I know, I feel like my takes are already cool, but like a 2 mana 4/5 with flying in Ward 2 is a pretty decent card to unearth. It's a spirit too. Clawing Torment. You got it, Super Chief. All right, we find second signet, so we're okay. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to make us discard and we can fire up Urza next turn. I like the Ascension enchantments. Obviously there's shrines and stuff. That guy, Leyline of the Guild Pack Axe. Ooh, yeah. So it's a 5/2. You can play Axe. And then, I mean, you could do a lot of weird stuff with that, you know? Okay, or we could just play the ring. Kind of rather just play the ring and get it going. I would like to find a land. Thank you. All right, we should be good here, chat. Yeah, but those look cool. Shrines is obviously cool. Opponent is missing a land drop, which is good for us. I know we are losing quite a bit of life here. Should I kill this in response? Yeah, firebending's interesting. Honestly, chat, we should try and build like mono red control. All right, he is gonna downfall us, which hurts because I kind of wanted to Fomori Vault, but that is okay. I like the redirect lightning or whatever. The 1 mana change the target of target spell, because you can change counter spells to it. This guy thinks he's gonna get us with Shieldred, chat. This guy thinks he's gonna Shieldred us. Joke's on him, baby. All right, let's draw a bunch of cards. Second, do we have enough to do these? Yeah. Do I have enough to do this too? Yeah. God, chat. Our deck's so hot. Swing for 7. Swing for 7. An upheaval off the top would seal the deal. Jasmine Tea Shop. What else is fun? Bayfawn's Bounty Hunter's is kind of cool. It's a 4/4 that just leaves a 4/4 in the field, but I just kind of like it. But yeah, I like all these lessons too. So this guy, I'm so confused by our opponent. We are losing a lot of life, I'll say that. There's an upheaval. Okay, so we can do a lot here. Blue, colorless, colorless. I don't really want to lose a life off that. We'll spin the wheel here. How much mana is this? 11? We can afford to draw 1 card. Then we can upheaval. Oh, chat. I love upheaval. Yeah. I mean, are there any good lesson cards? Or learn cards? Besides, like, Divide by Zero? Is Divide by Zero still nerfed in Historic? I feel like it is. Didn't it get alchemized? Maybe. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it did. I think so. I thought it did. I could be wrong, but I swear I played it in a deck back then, and then it like, or maybe it got buffed. We'll check it after this game. It's not that good, right? Yeah, it's what, 3 mana, and then if the card costs, what is it, 1 or less, you get to learn. Return target spell or permanent with mana value 1 or greater to his owner's hand. And then you learn for 3 mana. I mean, spell or permanent's somewhat relevant. It's like a 3 mana remand, kind of. Because you at least get to learn off of it. Alright, so opponent does that. We're gonna Signet here. And then make a blue and whatever. And then we'll cast a Jewel into another Signet. And then we'll discard like Caverns, Vaults, Signet. So I do want to continue to hit our land drops, but next turn we can land plus ring. Opponent's trying to play Clawing Torment, which is fine with me. Girl, put your record on. He does have stab wound. We put Shadow Spear in our deck, right? I think we did. So lands, can I do this into a rain? Yes, I can. Cool, cool, cool. We might just have to play Obstructionist. There's a Shark Typhoon. That's a pretty quick clock. We are at 5, to be fair, which is not fun. All right, chat. Ow. Ow. All right, we might just Obstructionist plus Vault here. See if we can find anything relevant. Boom, 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 boom. Creatures who control flying get +1/+1. This is just like... Chat, this card's just better favorable wins. Phyrexian Obliterator. Dude, getting obliterated. All right, let's do this and this, and then we'll flash this in, and then we'll Fomori and Islet. Find me... Yeah, give me a Tez. Does he still has stab wound, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's also relevant. Cool. So let's Tezzeret here. Make it 3/3. Search for a spear. Right? I brought that in. Yes, I did. Thank you. Let's make a bunch of mana here. Let's play this. Make another thing. Let's convert some of that. We'll equip to the Obstructionist. And then let's also Aether Spellbomb. And we're going to bounce Obliterator to his hand. And then we'll swing for 4. Put us back up to 7. Perforator Crocodile hurts. Really? It's not that good. Wall thing? Bossing Say? The walls of Bossing Say? I'd much rather keep an Obstructionist, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We also have another vault here. Odawara. So let's equip here. Play this. Swing all. Put him to 2. And then let's Odawara his Shieldred. And pass back. We're at 10. We're chilling. Yeah, Wall of Bossing Say is fun. 0/30. That means 8 mana, but it's fun. As a big boy. A big boy for show. Great Divide. Earthbender Ascension. What else is... Oh, God. I love Avatar. Am I a Panharmonicon enjoyer? Is that even a question? Is that even a question? He's going to make us sack the Obstructionist. And then opponent dies. Tezzeret coming in pretty clutch there. Second Shark Typhoon's pretty hot too. GG's. Yeah, of course I am. Of course I am. New one in Katara for allies. Indeed. If only we had allies on Arena. What were we going to look up? We said we had to look up something. Oh, divide by 0. What was that card? Rename. That was 4 versus black, mid, and we won. I don't even know what they were doing. That was just 200 cards of gas. Divide by 0. Oh, no, okay. In my brain, for some reason, I swear this maybe it got de-alchemized? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. You know, old Plum. Good old Plum is just crazy. Isn't there... What allies do we have? Do we have anything good? Is General... What's her name? General Tazri is an ally? I guess you have, like... There's a few things we have, but I don't think they're very good. This hand's hot. Turn 1 Hawker into double Signet. See what opponent's on here. Human into Hierarch. You got it. That was a gross turn. Chat, how do we feel about just making a giant shark for 4, 5, 6, 7? We can do it for 6. Or do we want to just play Shark Typhoon? Doesn't matter. I think we might just make a giant shark. What else do we have? Anything? Resolute Blade Master, Copper Coat. You got it. Do you think he's playing Fragment? No, he's just gonna play second Copper Coat. Wow. Alright, what did I say? We can make this into a 6. Draw another Signet. We'll block here. Good for us. Cool. Whoops. Let's do this. Let's cast 1, and then I think we're gonna vault here and discard the other one. We'll grab a ring. We're at 14. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. We're just gonna chill for a second. He plays Guide of Souls, so he gets to fire up his guide in the air if he wants, which would trade our shark out if he swings with just that. Should I exile our graveyard? Valid. But obviously Upheaval crushes this guide too. If he oh. Okay. Yeah. I feel like he could have... I guess he's just going to sack Jarina, huh? We're going to counter his Jarina sack. We found an Urza. That's good. We go down to whatever. We can play the ring. And then play an Urza. We go down to 4. And then we can play... We don't want to play a second jewel. We'll swing for 6. Do I want to draw here? Maybe end of his turn. We'll think about it. A Panharmonicon would... for allies is pretty hot. He's going to play Reflector Mage to bounce what? Bounce the Urza. In response, we will draw a card. Not the card I wanted to see, but that's okay. We take 1. We go down to whatever. Let's activate this. We're looking for another ring. Neither of which are those. Are we just dead here, chat? No, we can vault. And discard a jewel. Ooh, that's not good, chat. He goes down to there. We're just dead. All right, let's start game 2. He's on just bans. Reflector Mage doesn't really do much against us. We'll play some Screams and a Shadow Sphere. I think it's okay to leave the Spellbomb in, but we'll take out the key and like one Omen Hawker. Obstructionist doesn't seem great, and an early Shark is probably fine. But same thing, we just, all of these games that we're like losing against aggro, we just want to find an upheaval. So playing 3 definitely feels wrong. Chat, we got to do some brewing after this. This hand's very good again. And we can find a Shadow Spear off the Tez. Thalia's a little annoying, but usually we can compensate by making a ton of mana. Oh, we also have Gideon, right? Ally of Zendikar. Does that make allies? It does, right? And Urza here might be good too. Kitecell Freebooter. Yeah, you got it. Take whatever you'd like. We got a handful of gas. Takes the Tez. Leaves us with an Urza, which I like. Human into second Freebooter. Mantis Rider. Fuck yeah, opponent. I fucking love Mantis Rider. Good to know he's on something a little different. We'll just chill for a turn. We have what, 5, 6? We can make a 4/4 and bounce something. Vanguard is fine. Don't know why he didn't play that first, but that's okay. I hope he swings both. If he doesn't, I'll make a bigger shark. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do this for 6. We take 1. Do I want to get my Freebooter back? I don't think so. Now I do. It says Ward 1. Yes. Cool. Let's play this. Let's Tez. And let's go get a Shadow Spear. And then we can equip it to the Shark. And start swinging for 7 lifelink. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. Okay. Maybe we'll drop a land, bring in the gemstone here, and run it back. But yeah, we definitely want all the upheavals. I don't know. We're just not seeing them that often. And normally, like I said, with like the modern version of this, you have like Urza Saga to pump and dump mana. I wish we could keep this, but I can't keep a one lander. This is pretty good. We can keep just one Signet, right? Do I want to go Hawker into Signet, or do we want to hold up unable to stream for his turn 1 Hierarch? I went with Hawker. We'll see if that was the right decision. Because that lets us play an earlier whatever. We also could have unable to stream and he would be out of mana. What do we do in opponent? But we get to cast the range, so. Top Control Vanguard, you got it. Swing for 2. Pass. Cool. Ow, chat. How many lands do we play in this deck is my question. 18. Ooh, double Thalia is fun. Swings at us, we go down to 15. Okay. Let's play the rain. We got proc. Let's draw some cards. Shadow Spear is pretty good. Do we have enough for upheaval? Next turn we do. If we find it. But we probably won't. Second Hierarch. Take a turn off is good for us. There's the upheaval. Can I survive 1 turn? Chat. I think we can. We're going to draw a card. 2 cards. We're going to play this Urza. And then we're going to pass. We're going to hold on to a Nimble Obstructionist. Mantis Rider. Go for it. Just the Rider. With Exalted triggers. We could have countered one of those, but we won't. Okay, chat. So this should be... Ouchie. So if we go here, 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 here. Tap this, tap this. How much mana is that? We have 8 floating. And then we could do this. This. Cast Upheaval. Very nice. And then cast a Shadow Spear. And then discard lands, Odawara, Obstructionist. He just has to go turn 1 Hierarch. Nice. I love Upheaval, chat. It's so fun. We'll see what he discards here. I feel like he's just going to try and Mantis Rider us next turn. Or not. Interesting. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to swing for 2. Go to 8. We can Tez next turn. Reflector Mage. Bouncing the Hawker. I'm into it. We can also Jewel. But I think we're going to Tezzeret. We'll grab a Spellbomb. See, now that Upheaval wasn't as good because we didn't have as many signets to like ramp off into. So it might not even been enough. It felt really good. But Vanguard, he hits us for 6. Ouch. Or I'm sorry, 5. We could ring into... I guess we just have to ring. Oh, we could have played one more thing if we Signet, right? We could have played the Spellbomb. Or, we could have played the Jewel. Chat, little things like that are what make Plum bad at this game. Thalia. Another upheaval off the top would be sick. But, I think opponent's going to get us, chat. JK, we found another ring. We're so good at this game. We can play this. Okay, we have enough to draw a card off of this, right? And then play this. Build our Tez back up. Chat, we still need an upheaval. We're in a bad spot, chat. But, also this, I feel like we would... Why wouldn't he kill my Tezzeret? Interesting. Moy Interessante. We have 7 mana. I think we're just dead, chat. RIP. The upheaval wasn't good enough. Our opponent recovered faster than we could. RIP Areno. Love to see a player just jamming Mantis Rider, though. Hell yeah. All right. Let's do a little recap here. Let's do a little recap. The deck feels good. It's doing things. For Mori Vault, it feels very strong. The Islets, we only drew once or twice. We could probably cut a couple, maybe all of these. Or like, maybe a couple. But I feel like we have game against anything. Eldrazi especially, aggro, but all of those depend on if we can upheaval while we have signets out, I think. So I think we want to rebuild this and just streamline. Like, I think we want all 4 upheaval. You want to see one of these every single game. It's the namesake. Again, this is based on a modern list, so I sort of ported from there as our starting point. But in historic, aggro's pretty fierce. So, Obstructionist was cool. Obstructionist was cool. I liked it. It came in clutch a couple times. Don't know if we need 3. And I did really like playing with Shark Typhoon well as a win con, but I think if you can... It's hard without Urza's Saga. That's the problem. We don't have a way to just, like, replay Urza's Sagas and, like, you know, we don't have Academy Ruins to rebuy them and make constructs all the time, or, like, combo with key to, like, make additional constructs, which is why I kind of liked Secluded Starforge, because you could pump your, like, activate ability mana into the 5 mana, make a 2/2. But maybe if we, like, strip the Obstructionist and we lean a little bit more into, like, Tezzeret, like, I'm sure if you upheaval, you can probably start, like, dumping signets, and you could alt Tez pretty quick. But Shark Typhoon just feels really good when you can jam it on turn 3. Urza Ring felt great. I think signets feels good. Our little package feels good. So we just want to mess some numbers and maybe move into a less focused on, like, the activate abilities as, like, a cute little interaction. I mean, Shark Typhoon's way better than Obstructionist to get value off of Hawker and Jewel, but I think we might want to go a little more Tezzeret focused. And that would let us play a couple other things in the main board if we really want to. Like, we could probably bump a Shadow Sphere, maybe like a Spring Leaf Drum, and then go from there. God, I wish we had Academy Ruins and Urza Saga. That's what this deck needs. But sideboard-wise, we didn't really use a whole lot. The Unable to Streams were okay. But we didn't mess with our sideboard a ton. So that's what I've got. I think also sideboard-wise, like, those, if we say we were playing like Affinity or something like that, we can't play Meltdown because it hurts us. So I wonder if we like do keep a red splash. Maybe we go for some pathways and like Steam Vents. And then we play like maybe a few Pyroclasms in the sideboard for aggro over these Unable to Streams. Because that would have been much better against the opponent on humans that last game. So those are my thoughts. I think the deck's good. It just needs a little tweaking. Needs a little tweaking to get to the point we want it to be. But GG's. GG's. That was 5 versus humans, and we lost. And this was closing thoughts. Sorry, I just have to label stuff for when I videoize everything. All right, chat. 2 and 3. Not our best. Not our worst. Can I bring the tunes back? Do you think they're going to be choppy again? I just want my tunes. I just want my tunes. Divide by 0. We already talked about that. All right, I have ideas, chat. Chat, we have ideas. We're going into another version. We're going into another version. Da 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 da. All right, I don't really care if it's choppy. I just need some background noise. All right. So, chat, let's talk turkey again. That's my saying of the month because it's Thanksgiving. Omen Hawker, love it. Love to see it. Jewel, love to see it. So, the other cute little package we can bring in is Cataract with Sunken Citadel. Now this enters tapped, but it does let you power up some stuff pretty quick. I kind of want to work backwards with like the mana base. Is that weird? Jesus. Hold on, get rid of these. I want to look at this first. We can also play like... I want to go up on our lands a little bit. How many sources is that on one? We can also play like a Hall of the Storm Giants. Maybe we start 24 lands. Why is it? I hate this little untap thing. Leave me alone. This is version 3, I think. Okay, so back to what we were doing. I don't have any rares, chat. That's not good. Shit. Chat, we don't have any rares. What did I spend them on? Probably upheavals. Okay, that's okay. We can still brew. So we still need Urza. I don't have the other less cool Urza art, which makes me cry every time I see it. Oh my god. Can Plum learn to spell? I also have yet to eat dinner, so I might have to eat dinner. This week might just be slightly shorter streams, just because like everything's mostly set up, but it's also kind of not set up. This only gives us 20 cards, so I like the idea of Golos a lot. Another good mana sink, but it's like Urza on steroids. I think we definitely have to play 4 upheavals. And then, do you think we can shave signets? We were playing what, 12? We're just playing something like that. Oh, well, we want to go up on the Is It one, right? If we're gonna play Pyroclasm in the sideboard. Oh, I didn't want to do that. My bad. But can we get away with like 10? Or do you think we need all 12? It just makes 5 mana of any colors. But we can pump Omen Hawker and Jewel into it to make it faster, and then that also is how we fire up Golos. Oh, I guess we do need signets of all colors in order to... It's my fault, chat. We can do 10 and just play these, so that way we can also signet into a Golos. But then this doesn't let us play Tez. We need freaking Urza Saga, dude. I do like the idea of, I know we're just playing whatever. What if we just played Beer Shell Crab? We can just channel it and counter things. Do we need Tez? No, I guess we don't. I guess we don't. We could sideboard into Tez. Try something like this. I don't have the upheaval, so maybe we'll build it and then we'll mess around. So I think I want to play Pyroclasm in the side. Could also be Anger, but I think Pyroclasm. I think Consign is still good as like a 4 of. But if we're not playing Tez, that opens up. Well, I guess the cards we were playing are still relevant. Like, I like Pithy Needle and I like Soul Guide. But that gives us some more slots too. We could also play like Mystical Dispute. But what else? I mean, for like the decks like Eldrazi and stuff, like it's just bring in Consigns and then upheaval them and try and kill them before they do anything. But Urza upheaval, it can slam a crab, it can find a ring. think it's okay. And I mean, we can just try it out, and if it's bad, then it's bad, and we swap out for something else. Maybe we can play 23 lands. What else gave us a hard time? See, we only faced little things here. We lost that like 4-color pile, but we didn't have upheaval. Mid-range feels fine. We could cut an upheaval. I don't have this last upheaval. We might just play Cyclonic Rift because I do want to jam a game or two. Wizards. This should also just be fire magic. Does that not like does things better in the late game? But Pyroclasm just plays better off of like turn 1 Hawker Jewel into turn 2 Signet Pyroclasm. I don't know. Maybe we're not keeping Hawker in if we're playing it, but what other cards do I need? We have 4 slots. We can just play other counter spells. What if we played what's the card that awakens every, is that a card? No. What's the card that turns all your things into things? Rise and Shine? Can I play 1 Rise and Shine, chat? We Overlord and then all our artifacts are 4/4s? Is it crazy? Crazy enough to work. What do we do against like a Veil combo? Torpor Orb? Do I have one? I have an orb. Let's play an orb. I guess we bring in Pyroclasm against them too. Anything? Chat, what else do I need? What else do I need? Can I play Shark Typhoon in the sideboard? That's a weird thing to play in the sideboard, though. I did like Typhoon. How do you feel about like Whirlwind Denial? Is that crazy? Feels crazy. Probably bad. Oh, I'm sorry. This is version... What did I say? This is version 3. Oh. I lied. Wait, what is this one? Oh, sorry. I already named it version 3. This is actually version 2. We don't have the card. What am I, stupid? What am I, stupid, chat? This music's driving me crazy. I'm sorry. Oh, look at this. I was looking at this before stream. It's missing Titania. But this is a cool list. I followed this on Moxfield by who's this by? Oh shit. It was like QQMC or something. You played Titania, and then you like sacrifice your land to Safekeeper, make an elemental. Risen Reef Triggers, puts another one on the field. If you have Nissa out, you just like chain 5/3s until you can like Cord or Green Sun into a Crater Hoof. It's kind of cool. We don't have Titania yet, but we will. Okay, chat. Let's just play. What time is it? Let's just play a couple games with this. I'm just gonna substitute a Cyclonic Rift because we're not going crazy. Here she come down singing Monet, Monet. We'll play some best of 3. So this was version 1 went 2 and 3. This is version 3. Does that fit on screen? No, it does not. We'll call it Upheaval. Chat, I'm very hungry. Home hasn't been grocery shopping since he moved in. Alright, we're on the plate. And we have a hand that does stuff. I'm into it. I want to know how hard it is going to be to actually fire up a Golos during our games. See, this is cool because we can also, like we can Signet. We don't need to Rift anything, but we were playing Rift in the original version of this before we had Upheaval. It wasn't as good. Blighted Halfling. Second Signet is hot. Let's name blue, and I think we're just gonna jam this and pass. Again, wait, chat. Why does no one tell me things? Chat, we could have played second Signet and then Urzid. Jesus. My brain's getting tired, chat. That's okay. Can I overload this yet? No. So let's go here. Signet into this, into Golos. And then we can just get the Cataract and start Golosing people next turn. That's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot Golos tutors. I forgot Golos finds the land that we need in order to activate him. But this is cool because we also have Sunken Citadel. So this is like we literally only have to tap 3 lands to get a Cataract thing. God, a Cyclonic Rift next turn is disgusting if he doesn't wombo combo us here. It's lit. I mean, he only has 2 lands. It's actually disgusting. Yeah, he has a 3rd one, but okay, he's playing Karn 2. That hurts our Signets. But oh, I guess it doesn't because we can use Urza to tap them for mana anyways. Oh, chat, it's gonna be gross. Phyrexian Portal. Doesn't have a way to play it though. Okay, cool. felt very good. That felt very good. I mean, he can Karn us, but we're just gonna kill him. And then we can start Golosing, so it doesn't really matter. Rift is okay. Alright, he's not dead. So yeah, we'll Golos here. We normally spin Urza, but now we have something. We get 3 hits off of this. It's more expensive, obviously, but we do get 3 hits. So we can do this for 2, this for 2, and this for 1. And then we could fire up this. White, blue, black, red, green. Mearshell Crab, Omen Hawker, and a land. I guess we're just gonna hard cast the crab. Shout out to my crabs. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I'm sorry. We're just gonna smack him. He's down to 6. It would have been better if we had an upheaval, but alright, so he doesn't do that. He might just Whew. Chat is cold. Trailblazers, make some mana, draw some cards. So he has access to 4, 5, 6 at the moment. If he fanatics, he still has access to 5. Pelucranos Reborn. Draws a card. Does he find another land to activate Nykthos this turn? He does. Goes to 4 though. Cast Storm the Festival. We need him to miss on a Kiora or... Okay, Elshnorn's fine. He does make what? 2 mana? Or no, that's just when does that. So he's got access to 3 here, which would let him play another Kiora, but he can't untap anything. So he's just chilling. Scrap Shooter. Targeting Golos. Double Traders. Gross. Chat. All we have to do is top deck Upheaval. That's not an Upheaval. He did give us a bunch of stuff though. That's cool. Alright, we still have Urza to get us somewhere. He did not Karn, which is good. And we also just have enough to Fomori. How many artifacts do we have? 6? I'm sorry, 5. So maybe it's just worth us vaulting and seeing if we can spin into an Upheaval. Or a Ring, I guess. But Ring's not as good against Karn. Second Urza, okay. So let's go this into this. Discard Hall. Jesus. Nothing good. We'll shuffle. We can do this, what, twice? Upheaval. Fuck me, chat. Why does our deck hate us? We spun into 5 lands. I'm glad we didn't draw 5 lands in a row, but that sucked. They get to Karnas. They're gonna Karnas plus Phyrexian Portal. Did they discard Portal? They did. But they're gonna Storm a bajillion times at least. So that hurts. We know he's playing Scrap Shooter. This is why I can't play MTG. Yeah, dude. I mean, we're not screwed on lands or anything. We just got Wombo comboed. We just happened to spin into 5 of them in a row. Shifting Woodlands. Opponent is almost dead. Watch him play like Elixir. Mindslaver. Plus, what? Shifting Woodland? Chat, he's gonna control me during my next turn. He's just gonna swing all our creatures into him. It's literally so sad. Alright, Torpor Orb? Sure. A couple needles? Sure. Is Storm the festival, hello? Where is it? Yeah, it's directly from library. So Grafted Stage is pretty good. Although he's playing Halfling plus Trailblazer, I don't think Pyroclasm is very worth it here. I also don't know if we need all of these or the Rise and Shines. It's crazy how much better Upheaval is than Cyclonic Rift in this list. Like the old deck, like, okay, you could Rift on like turn 3 or something and like fuck people up, but this one, like, ooh, this is an interesting hand. We'll try it. It's slow, but we're gonna jam it. Utopia Sprawl. I do love Fomori Vault. This hand's probably too slow against them. Untap. And go from there. Fanatic. Second Utopia Sprawl. Jesus, chat. Third Utopia Sprawl. Jesus, chat. This guy's a gamer. We could bounce his Kiora. Is that crazy? I guess not. Make him spend 3 mana to cast it again, and then he only has access to 5. Elish Norn's fine. Gets rid of our Golos. Trailblazer, make 2 mana. Into Kiora. Hand was too slow. Chat, the music sucks. Okay, we're still learning, chat. I think maybe we just have to be better at mulliganing. I mean, we can upheaval our opponent next turn, which is hilarious. But oh, not anymore. The main deck Karn is not fun for us. We'll concede. Now that might have been a different story off of a turn 1 Jewel instead of a Citadel. Is Citadel too cute? Or maybe we just don't need... We're playing, what, 3? Maybe we don't even need them at all if we're accessing these. I guess we're playing Hall of the Storm Giants, too. And it's... Maybe we just go down to 2. Maybe play something like that. But, chat, I'm going to call it there for tonight. What time is it? Yeah, I still got a few things to do this evening. So I'm going to freeze there, but I'll try and work on this over the weekend. I'll try and be back for a Sunday stream as normal. And yes, we do stream on Sundays, Brave. But this deck has something going for it. It's just kind of us figuring out what that something is. I definitely think you need the 4th up, people. And like I said, having Urza Saga not in the storage sucks, but I think we can adapt. It's just how do we do that, you know? So I'll mess around with it, and then I feel like there was something else I wanted to brew in my brain, but I can't remember what it was. So we'll be back this weekend, but tomorrow's Friday, then the weekend. Plum's gonna hopefully finish up all his apartment stuff. And yeah, we should be good to go. We'll be settled, and then I gave myself like this week or whatever to move in, and then after that, boys, oh, we're on that grind set mindset. We gotta lock in. Plum's gotta get another job. Plum's got a lot of stuff to do, boys. A lot of stuff to do, but lock in for winter. Yeah, no hibernating for me. It's gonna suck, but that's okay. Jank Tank's coming along. I've just been doing a lot of styling stuff, but at the moment, whew, it's gonna be tough, boys, but that's okay. That is okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be great. But anywho, thank you as always for catching stream and watching me lose Magic. I will be back hopefully on Sunday. I hope you have a good end of your week and a good start to your weekend. But besides that, thank you.